What if I told you a single meeting in London could change the future of an entire African culture? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how a diaspora community is fighting to save their language from extinction and why this matters for every Kenyan. Meet the Gonjaland Association UK and Ireland. For decades, they've watched their heritage slowly fade away in foreign lands. But here's the twist. They just met with Ghana's highest diplomat in Britain. And what happened next could create a blueprint for every African community abroad. Imagine your children forgetting Swahili. Imagine them not knowing the stories of their ancestors. That's the reality facing the Ghana people in the diaspora. But this meeting changed everything. Meet High Commissioner Sabah Zita Benson. She's Ghana's top diplomat in the United Kingdom, and she just hosted the executive members and patrons of the Gonjaland Association UK and Ireland. This marked their first official meeting since she assumed office. But here's what nobody's talking about. This wasn't just a courtesy call. This was a strategic alliance to save a culture. The meeting featured productive discussions on a range of issues affecting Ghana citizens living in the UK. Both parties acknowledged that many of these challenges are shared by other Ghanaian communities across the United Kingdom. But here's the part that will blow your mind. They're tackling knife crime, health disparities, and legal awareness. Mrs. Sabah Zita Benson expressed her willingness to lead and support community-based initiatives focused on these key social issues. The president of GLUK, Rashid Saidu, affirmed the association's commitment to supporting the High Commission's mission. He offered to serve as a liaison between Her Excellency and the wider Ghana community. And then, something shocking happened. He highlighted GLUK's aspiration to promote cultural awareness and preserve the Ghana language among children born in the diaspora. He emphasized the importance of engaging younger generations as future leaders and custodians of the community's heritage. Think about that. In the heart of London, a community is fighting to teach their children a language that's disappearing. The smell of jollof rice, the sound of traditional drums, the stories of ancient kings, all at risk of being lost forever. But here's the twist. They're not just preserving the past. They're building future leaders. GLUK expressed its appreciation to Mrs. Sabah Zita Benson and her team for the warm hospitality extended to them. They reaffirmed their commitment to fostering a strong, professional working relationship going forward. This is bigger than one meeting. This is about every African diaspora community watching their culture fade. Some say assimilation. Others say cultural genocide. The tension is real. But if the Ghana language disappears in the UK, what happens to Kikuyu? What happens to Luo? What happens to every Kenyan language spoken abroad? The implications are seismic. This partnership creates a model: health initiatives, legal support, crime prevention, all wrapped in cultural preservation. But here's the controversial part. Should governments be responsible for saving diaspora languages, or is that the community's job alone? The Gonjaland Association says both. They're building bridges between diplomacy and heritage, between London and northern Ghana, between the old world and the new generation. And they're doing it with one clear mission: make sure no Ghana child grows up not knowing who they are. The meeting lasted hours. The impact could last centuries. GLUK's commitment is unwavering. The High Commissioner's support is unprecedented. Together, they're writing a new chapter for diaspora communities everywhere. But here's the unanswered question. Can a language be saved through diplomacy alone? Or does it need something more? The Ghana people believe they've found the answer. A partnership between community and government, between memory and mandate, between heritage and hope. Do you think diaspora communities should get government help to preserve their languages? Or is that crossing a line? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more stories that bridge continents and cultures.